The little girl never cried, not when the brush pulled too hard, not when the headaches came, not even when her scalp burned so badly she couldn't sleep. She just sat there, still, silent, eyes fixed on the marble floor of the mansion bathroom, counting the cracks like they were stars. Every morning at exactly 6:30, the servants brushed her long hair before school. Carefully, gently, or so they thought. But this morning was different, because this morning the new maid's hands froze. Her fingers tangled in something that didn't belong. Something alive, something horrifying. And in that moment, the most powerful man in the city was about to learn the most devastating truth of his life. Maria dropped the brush. It clattered loudly against the marble sink. "Don't be mad," the girl whispered instantly, shoulders curling inward. "I'm sorry. I didn't mean to move." Maria's heart shattered. "No, sweetheart, you didn't do anything." With trembling hands, Maria leaned closer, parting the thick dark hair again. Her breath caught in her throat, tiny movements, clusters, red, inflamed skin beneath, lice, hundreds of them, and underneath open sores infected. Bleeding. Maria felt sick. "Long," she whispered. The girl swallowed. A long time. Her name was Lily. She was 10 years old, and she was the daughter of billionaire Richard Hale. Before we go any further, if you believe in kindness, if you believe children deserve protection, if you believe silence should never hide suffering, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Kindness Corner Hub, because stories like Lily's deserve to be heard. Richard Hale built empires. Steel, tech, real estate. He controlled boardrooms with a single glance and bent markets with a phone call. But at home, he was never there. After Lily's mother died 3 years earlier, the mansion grew quieter, colder, larger. Richard thought money could replace presence, private schools, nannies, doctors, therapists, but Lily didn't need money. She needed someone to look at her, to really see her. Instead, she learned to disappear. The headache started first, then the itching, then the pain. She told one nanny, once. The nanny laughed gently. Kids imagine things. Another told her to stop scratching. Another quit without saying goodbye. And Lily learned a painful lesson. If you're quiet, you don't make trouble. So she stayed quiet, even when it hurt. Maria was different. She was new, recently hired. A widow herself, she had lost a child once, and she knew the sound of silent suffering. When Maria confronted the head housekeeper, the woman waved her off. "Don't exaggerate." The girl is dramatic. Maria's voice shook. "She's infected. She needs a doctor. Now." The housekeeper crossed her arms. "You're here to clean, not diagnose." That night, Maria didn't sleep, and neither did Lily. The itching burned. The pain pulsed. The silence screamed until the next morning, when Maria did the unthinkable. She went directly to Richard Hale. Richard was in his office when Maria burst in. Security tried to stop her, but when she shouted, "Your daughter is bleeding from her head," everything stopped. Richard stood slowly. "What did you say?" Minutes later, he knelt on the bathroom floor, his $1,000 suit soaked as he parted Lily's hair. And then he saw it. The sores, the insects, the infection. Lily flinched. "I'm sorry, Daddy. I didn't want to bother you." Something inside Richard broke. A sound came out of him that didn't belong to a billionaire. It belonged to a father who failed. He pulled her into his arms and cried. For the first time since her mother died, Lily cried too. Doctors came immediately. Specialist treatment. Care. The neglect was documented. Staff were fired. Lawsuits followed. But Richard didn't care about reputation anymore. He moved his office home, canceled meetings, read bedtime stories with shaky hands. Maria stayed, not as a maid, but as family. Lily's hair slowly healed. The itching stopped. The pain faded. And the silence, it disappeared. One evening, Lily brushed her own hair in the mirror. No pain, no fear, just curls and a small smile. "Daddy?" she asked. "Yes, sweetheart. Maria saved me." Richard nodded. "She saved us both. Money can buy comfort, but it can't buy attention. Silence doesn't mean peace. Sometimes it means pain. And sometimes The smallest voice in the biggest house needs to be heard the most. If this story touched you, if it reminded you to look closer, to listen harder, to care deeper, please like, comment, and subscribe to Kindness Corner Hub and share this story, because one caring heart can change a life.